Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 1. Last time, we took care of some optional bosses and got access to Dark Scepter. This time, let's show what we can actually obtain with Dark Scepter. I'm not going to show everything because there's a lot of things, and pretty much any Gnosis enemy can be turned into something. But, and you're going to counter, I won't be able to one-shot you, but oddly enough, even though it's a hit-type attack, it's reasonably good. In fact, there are some enemies that actually outperforms Floral Tempest even at the same level, so surprising. Next, I'm just going to weaken these enemies so that I can take them down. Momo's going to be the one delivering the final blow on one of these guys, whatever their name is. Escapes me up right now. Oh, I'm not protected against poison right now. That's no fun. The one that's not being targeted can just die to our drill. If it'll do enough damage, we'll see. I don't know. I am just going to show this one battle off, just because this is how you obtain one of the character's ultimate weapon, and I would like to be able to show that off. That I'm going to be using said character in the final boss. Alright, so Dark Scepter, and I have it set to both slots there, and I will go over my setup and how I've prepared and all that jazz. And for doing that, we get the Holy Gloves, which should probably tell you who is going to be in one of my characters in the final party. And just to let you guys know, it's these three. It was easier to set up ahead of time. Not that it really makes a whole lot of difference, but these three will work fine. It doesn't really matter too much. I do like this group, so... And we'll just X-Buster through this guy, and hopefully that's it. Because I would like to show it off. And we do some pretty good damage now that that's up to level 10. Pretty much all the techs I'll be using are up to level 10 now, so... And I don't care about the points or anything because this is just an earlier file. I already have a file of me set up right next to the final boss, so that's good. I just wanted to show getting the Holy Gloves. Now, they're not the same type of Holy Gloves you were expecting. Yes, if you look down there, it is a worn-out pair of gloves with holes, not Holy Elemental. Hence why the different spelling. I don't know why they thought this made sense, but it's there. So anyway, that is what his final weapon is, and it's the only one you get in a weird way from a boss, or well, not a boss, like a normal enemy by using a tech. Anyway, I will go and meet you in my later file right before the final boss. Okay, we're back now. The final preparations I've made, there's some amount of thought involved in it. A lot of it is just use good things. Heaven's Wrath will be useful in the final encounter, so put that on. Arctic Blast will not be good early on in the final encounter, but it will get better later. And Lunar Seal is actually better in the first part. But I was tempted to kind of go 1 and 1, but no, I think I want two of those Arctic Blasts there. Our drill will be useful. Our blade's pretty much just as powerful, and oddly enough, our dragon is just as powerful. Another hit attack. At this point in the game, it really doesn't matter, especially with these end-game techs, because their base power is just so high. I've got it, I think, up to level 3? Yeah, level 3. Not that it really matters, I just ran out of points so I couldn't put any more in. You have Dark Scepter. Floral Tempest is also good against, well, the different parts of the boss, but Dark Scepter is probably better. Well, not probably, it is better from what I could tell. There's one part of the boss where my numbers started jumping all the way around after I'd already got a baseline for everybody, and then they started doing different amounts after that, so I'm not sure if that's the boss using like a defensive buff or something like that, but I'm not going to go and try and redo it. I'm close enough, I'm happy now. Anyway, as far as all of my ethers, I've been able to transfer a lot of ethers over. Boost 1, medical all, ether limit, finally, yes, thank you. Ether shift B, and speed boost. And KOS-MOS is the same way. Momo has everything except for Ether Limit and Ether Shift, and instead has Light and Wings. So she's not going to be able to go Ether Limit, but I'm going to be... that will double her MP cost as well, and since I normally use it for dealing damage more so than for actually casting any spells, I do want to kind of keep her away from that so that she'll have MP left for Medical All and Light and Wings if and when I decide to use it. Now, let's take a look at skills. Now, just so you know, these kind of look chaotic and all over the place. They have obvious things on them, but then I have other things. Basically, the idea here, is everyone has Crit Guard, AP plus 1, W Special, Speed plus 25, and everyone except for Momo has Tech Attack AC, which is High Critical. Now, that's between what I have set for skills and what I have set for equipment. Now, for equipment, it looks quite a bit different than you would expect. I have no armor. Most of the final boss's attacks are ether-based, so this does not matter. Trauma Plate prevents critical hits. This is actually useful. I kind of said it was useful in certain situations when we got it, and it would have been useful in the previous boss fight. Well, the other boss fight it's really useful in is this one, and for pretty much the same reason. Gemini Clock on him, if I had more skill slots, I would have put this on everyone, but I got it on one person, so that's good. And you get the White Ring, Double Buster, just because that way I can maneuver things around. You have a Bladesel and a Scope, which is something you wouldn't expect. Bladesel, just because I didn't have anything else I could have given her armor, it really doesn't matter at this point. Like I said, very few of the final boss's attacks are physically based. Most of them are ether based. Now, if you had a lot of extra tech points left over and you felt like it, and I don't have any points, let's see, there we go, you would probably want to invest in something like Ether Defense. I'm not going to worry about that because it doesn't matter a whole lot to me, but I just figured it was a good idea to kind of go over what I'm rocking into the final encounter with. Now, just so you know, coming back down the elevator after clearing it off once does not make the enemies respawn, so the ones behind me do respawn. I guess this would be a good area to grind since they come in larger groups. But anyway, that silence means at long last, the final encounter. I guess I'm kind of spoiling the fact that it is the final encounter, but something has to happen at the end of the game. You've got to have a final boss. Unless you're some kind of really strange Ultimate game. But, never mind. And we get long running sequences of silence. Well, footsteps, but...
You're late!
I know that voice.
I was about to give up on you, Rubidoux. Take a look. This thing has a full belly already.
By the way, what he's talking about is the fact that as it absorbs Gnosis, Proto-Merkaba, it charges itself up. It's an energy source. This is in the database. I'll go over that after the end of the game.
Well,
I don't want to do that now.
What shall we do now? Shall we continue where we left off?
Do we really need to look kind of right at his crotch or his gut or something there? That doesn't really help. What exactly is that? You can kind of see his face in that mist.
How are you doing that?
Don't be so surprised. This is the power of will. A fundamental power that exists within everyone. What you are witnessing is simply your perception of it. And you know what? Perception and pain are but one and the same.
Oh boy, he's rhyming now.
Go ahead. Feel my pain for yourself.
Nah. Anyway, it is final boss time with Albedo. Doesn't have that much HP considering some of the bosses we've taken down somewhat recently. He is pretty quick, so we're going to start off with speed boost on everyone. Hopefully this recording goes well. He has this ability, which I think takes off half of your HP. Yeah. And he's going to start boosting already. Yeah, he loves to boost. He loves to go fast. And at some point, he's going to get even faster. Not a good time, no. Now, this can destroy the armor of mechs if you have a mech in this fight. Even though she's an android, she doesn't count as a mech, so she doesn't have too much to worry about. Let's go for some more speed boost, and then I'm gonna have to heal her. Yeah, it doesn't take too long to have to start healing. This is the final encounter, but so it kind of makes sense. Go for Medical All. We're starting to get somewhat decent results out of Medical, though I would still like if it did a little more than that. And you're going to go for the same person over and over again. Helpful! Having the lack of critical there is very helpful in this part of the fight, but in other parts as well. Now, Chaos is not particularly useful in this fight because I didn't give him the right things, and Albedo takes 75% less damage from fire, ice, lightning, and beam. As you can tell, not a very good idea when his physical attack, which he's kind of weak to physical more so than ether, is lightning based and his ether attack is ice based. So yeah, he doesn't do much of anything in this fight. I'm going to use him to basically throw boost around. I was going to try that, but I can't do that. So let's just throw that on Momo. I am going to use Ether Shift B. And you're going to start throwing more boosts out. Basically just going to keep everyone up to par so that I can boost and heal if I absolutely need to. And you can't boost up, so I think we're going to go straight for the damage here. Now, if you haven't done as much leveling as I have and you don't have as many skills extracted as I do, say you don't have something like a level 10 tech and W special or double buster, and you can't deal this amount of damage, then obviously this battle's going to take a little longer. Now, it doesn't really change the difficulty as much as it just does make it go by faster. So even though I am definitely overleveled at this point, I don't think it's too bad of a situation to be in. It's not like I'm way overleveled and it makes the entire boss a joke. In my testing, I actually got game over, so it's definitely not the easiest final boss that we've ever faced in all the Let's Plays that I've done. Alright, so we got Focus Ether Attack. Now we're going to go Ether Limit. And I guess you might as well throw on Medical All. Probably not going to need too many more boosts. I just wanted to make sure I had at least a couple of people with them. And yes, he has his own super quick, so 50% additional speed for him, and he's fast already. Plus, he can boost whenever the hell he feels like, and he doesn't have a boost gauge or anything like that, so he can do it pretty much whenever. You are gonna go and attack again. Now, technically, our Drill and our Dragon are the better attacks in this fight, but I'm gonna see if boosting up your damage with Beam is going to help me in this case. We'll see. Probably not gonna do enough, but I just wanted to see. More than anything else, really. Yeah, it's still nowhere near enough.
Charging.
But I figured I'd try it. You don't have a whole lot to offer. Do I have any items I can throw around? Actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's go with an Ether Pack DX on Momo, and on the next round I will throw one at KOS-MOS to keep their EP high. And he can drain some more of that. And you're kind of annoying, so let's bring you down to a low amount of HP, please. Now, he didn't use his most annoying attack on us, which what it does is it drains half of your EP, or maybe more. It drains a lot of your EP, as well as inflicting confusion, which is why I had Confuse Protection on Momo. That being the case, he didn't use it. That's one of the more annoying things he can do. I would recommend to avoid using All Guard in this fight because, as you might guess, that's not much of a final boss. He has, I think, 2 items you can get from him, neither of which are important.
Answer me. Why are you doing this? There's absolutely nothing you can hope to gain out of this.
Au contraire. I am doing all this for your sake, Rubidoux.
For my sake?
Have you forgotten, Rubidoux? That fateful day 14 years ago? Have you forgotten what you did to us?
What?
It's all because of you. Because you closed yourself off from us. Our mental link was broken, and one after another, we succumbed to the power of the song. Left behind in that horror. Did we have any choice but to submit to it? Remember what happened, and repent for your sin!
It's true, I mean...
So you finally admit to it, you coward!
All right! Damn it! I couldn't control my fear! Junior.
Yes! And therefore, you must atone for your sins. Atone with your life. I am the executor for all those who were destroyed. Although, I'm actually grateful to you, Rubidoux.
Kind of odd that he says that.
Thanks to you, I alone was able to find the way. The way
Considering
to
what
a
I
whole
know
new world.
about the plot in general, but
What do you mean, a whole new world?
no song
That's
clip.
all that
No.
I seek. It's quite simple. Don't you think?
What the hell are you talking about?
Pretty much he's annoying like that. He likes to be very cryptic and not explain things very well. But then again, that's this game series in a nutshell.
At first, I wasn't sure if I should believe, but I experienced something a moment ago that confirmed it.
What did you confirm?
And this ought to verify that experience for me.
What experience?
Entertain me, if you will.
We already did that. The other thing is, considering that Albedo was the final boss, we didn't really have any unique boss music. And for a game composed by Mitsuda, who has done such a great job putting just the finishing touches on a great soundtrack, no special final boss music? No, I don't think so. Something doesn't smell right to me.
Damn! You fused the Gnosis with the reactor?
You must first destroy this in order to stop Proto-Merkaba. You do realize that... Oh, almost forgot the time. Not much left now. I'd say 5 minutes at best. I wonder how far you'll get in your current condition.
You sadistic bastard.
He's tormenting Junior just for fun.
Yes, he is.
Well, I'm sure we'll meet again if you survive. Rubidoux, my other half.
Albedo!
Junior, look out!
Other half, huh? That's right. This
This takes
random
priority.
thing
Be careful,
is the
everyone.
final boss.
That's no longer just a machine.
Or just a Gnosis.
Let's do it, KOS-MOS.
Activate
Affirmative.
Hilbert.
Switching to maximum output for all combat systems.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm glad I brought her along. Anyway,
Disabling auto safety. Destroy all targets.
there's no way they could have made this game without a specialized final boss track. And this one is excellent. One of, if not my favorite final boss theme in all of video games. It kind of has a similar kind of a feel to it as the final boss of Chrono Cross had. I will talk nothing about the plot, but yeah, it has that. It's not the same song by any stretch, but it has that stamp of Mitsuda on it for sure. Anyway, I don't have time to take them on, so that's gonna have to wait for next time. And that boss will probably take a good chunk of the video. I'm not sure how I will split up the finale. Maybe I'll find a good spot to end it off. I don't know. I actually haven't been through the ending in this test run. So anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.